Good evening students. So welcome back to online mathematics class. So let us continue with the next problem. It is find the least value of a such that the function f given by f of x equal to x square plus ax plus 1 is strictly increasing on open interval 1 comma 2. So here he has given a function and he says the function is continuous on open interval 1 comma 2 and we will have to find the least value of a. Let us go ahead with the solution. F of x which is equals to x square plus ax plus 1, x square plus ax plus 1, and then we will go for f dash of x. Take derivative, you get 2x plus a, 2x plus a. He says the function is strictly increasing. That means f dash of x must be greater than 0. So given that function is strictly increasing that is f dash of x must be greater than 0. What is f dash of x? It is 2x plus a. So it is 2x plus a greater than 0. So now this can be written as 2x greater than minus a and then x greater than minus a by 2. X greater than minus a by 2. But he has given the open interval, that is the function is strictly increasing on open interval 1 comma 2. Open interval 1 comma 2 is nothing but x greater than 1 and less than 2. The function is strictly increasing for x greater than 1 and less than 2. So for x greater than 1 and less than 2. See here. So here x greater than 1 and here x greater than minus a by 2. So x greater than 1 and x greater than minus 2. Combine these two, we can write minus a by 2 equal to 1. So here it can be written as, so therefore minus a by 2 which is equals to 1. Then take 2 to the RHS. Overall you get a which is equals to minus 2. So the least value of a, it is going to be minus 2. So this is all about the 14th problem. Well, the 15th problem it is, let I be any interval disjoint from open interval minus 1 comma 1. Prove that the function f given by f of x equal to x plus 1 by x is strictly increasing on I. So here we'll take the given function and then we'll go for the derivative. So f of x which is equals to x plus 1 by x. Now differentiate both the sides with respect to x. You get f dash of x which is equals to derivative of x will be 1 and then derivative of 1 by x will be minus 1 by x square. You get minus 1 divided by x square. So now take up the LCM. F dash of x which is equals to, you get x square minus 1 divided by x square. Now to get the critical point you have to equate f dash of x with 0. So now f dash of x is equals to 0. So what is f dash of x? It is x square minus 1 divided by x square. X square minus 1 divided by x square which is equals to 0. So this implies x square minus 1 which is equals to 0. So what is x square minus 1? It is x plus 1 into x minus 1. So x plus 1 into x minus 1 which is equals to 0. So now equate these two with the 0. So x plus 1 equal to 0 or x minus 1 equal to 0. So you get x equal to minus 1 or x equal to plus 1. So you have two values of x. Now these points divides the number line into three disjoint intervals. So here let us plot these on the number line, minus infinity and here infinity, then minus 1 and then it is 1. So what are the three intervals now? Minus infinity comma minus 1 and then minus 1 comma 1 and then 1 comma infinity. And in the question he has clearly given, let I be any interval disjoint from minus 1 comma 1. Andre adonnondu bittu anta artha disjoint andre. So ee interval ondu bidabekru now. So we have to consider only the two intervals, minus infinity comma minus 1 and 1 comma infinity. So here intervals sin of f dash of x, sin of f dash of x, and then nature of function, and then nature of function. So now, so I'll be taking minus infinity comma minus 1 and then don't take minus 1 comma 1 because it is a disjoint. Then we'll take 1 comma infinity. So it is 1 comma infinity. Then now in these two intervals we have to go for the sign of f dash of x. Minus infinity comma minus 1 means leave these 2 points, take in between values. We can take minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on. So let us take minus 2 and substitute in f dash of x. So here minus 2 square, then minus 1 divided by minus 2 square. So now minus 2 square will be 4, 4 minus 1 it is 3, 3 divided by 4, that means it will be greater than 0. So it is greater than 0, that means it is strictly increasing. Then now 1 comma infinity, leave these two, take in between values. We can take x as 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So I will be taking 2 plus 2, or let us take 3 square minus 1 divided by 3 square it is 9, 9 minus 1 it is 8 divided by 9, again it is going to be greater than 0. So this is also greater than 0, then it is strictly increasing. So here we have proved that the function is strictly increasing except that interval, that is minus 1, open interval minus 1 comma 1. So this is all about the 15th problem. So note down this and then we'll proceed. Well, the 16th question it is, prove that the function f given by f of x which is equals to log sin x is strictly increasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2 and strictly decreasing on open interval pi by 2 comma pi. So let us take the given function. So it is f of x which is equals to log sin x, then differentiate both the sides. Now you get f dash of x which is equals to, so log sin x will be 1 by sin x, then derivative of sin x will be cos x. So now f dash of x which is equals to, so it is cot x. Now the given interval it is, first case open interval 0 comma pi by 2, that means it is the first quadrant. In the first quadrant cot x is going to be positive. So we'll take this as small a, f dash of x which is equals to, it is cot x which is greater than 0, for x belongs to open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Therefore f is Therefore, f is strictly increasing. Therefore, f is strictly increasing. F is strictly increasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. So let us take up the second case. So it is f dash of x equal to, which is equals to cot x, f dash of x which is equals to cot x, then the second interval, it is open interval pi by 2 comma pi. Pi by 2 to pi means it is the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cot x is going to be negative. So it is less than 0 for x belongs to pi by 2 comma pi. Therefore, f is strictly decreasing. F is strictly decreasing on open interval pi by 2 comma pi. Open interval pi by 2 comma pi. This is all about the 16th one. So take 17th and 18th as an assignment. They are very simple. So I will be solving the last problem. Well, the last problem, it is 19th one. The interval in which y is equals to x square into e power minus x is increasing is, and the four options are open interval minus infinity comma infinity, and then open interval minus 2 comma 0, and then open interval 2 comma infinity, and then open interval 0 comma 2. So let us take the given function. It is y which is equals to x square into e power minus x, x square into e power minus x, then differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So we get dy by dx which is equals to, here we will have to apply the product rule. So that is uv the whole dash, u dash v plus uv dash. Take the derivative of the first function, it is 2x, write the second function as it is, e power minus x plus, now write the first function as it is, x square as it is, then derivative of the second function, e raised to minus x derivative will be minus e power minus x. Now in the next step, minus into plus, it is minus, so dy by dx which is equals to, so it becomes 2x into e power minus x, then minus x square into e power minus x. So now in these two terms we have x into e power minus x common. So dy by dx which is equals to x into e power minus x common, and then here you get only 2 minus x. Now to get the critical point, we have to equate f dash of x with the 0 or dy by dx with the 0. Now dy by dx, now dy by dx which is equals to 0. So what do we get? X into e power minus x into 2 minus x which is equals to 0. So now, so here e raised to minus x is always positive, so you cannot equate this with the 0. So that is why we have to equate x into 2 minus x with the 0, because e power minus x will be 1 by e power x. So whatever the value of x, you get the positive value. That is why we are not equating with the 0. So this implies x into 2 minus x is equals to 0. That means x equal to 0 or 2 minus x equal to 0, x equal to 0 or x equal to 2 or 2 equal to x equal to 2. So now here these points divides the number line into 3 disjoint intervals. So let us mark them on the number line. So it is minus infinity and then infinity, and then you get 0 and then you get 2. So now I'll go for the table. So intervals sine of f dash of x, sine of f dash of x, and then nature of function, and then nature of function, the nature of function. So now, so it is minus infinity comma 0, and then 0 comma 2, and then 2 comma infinity. 2 comma infinity. So now minus infinity comma 0 means we can take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. Let us take minus 1 and substitute in f dash of x. So what do we get now? X into, that is minus 1 into e power, in place of x we have to write minus 1, it is plus overall e power 1, and then into 2 minus, so replace x by minus 1, so we get plus 1 here, minus into minus. So overall, so minus 1 e raised to 1 value, it is 2.7, then this will be 3. If you multiply all these number, it is going to be less than 0 because you have the minus sign. So it has to be less than 0. It is strictly decreasing. It is strictly decreasing. Then, so now let us take up the second interval, that is open interval 0 comma 2. 0 comma 2 means we can take x as 1 or 1.5 or 0.5. So let us take x as 1 and substitute here. So it is 1 into e power minus 1 into 2 minus 1, it is 1. So which is equals to overall 1 into 1, it is 1. E power minus 1 will be 1 by e power 1. So e power 1 value, it is 2.7. 1 by 2.7, it is going to be again greater than 0. So it is strictly increasing. Strictly increasing. Then now it is open interval 2 comma infinity. That means we can take x as 3, 4, 5 and so on. Let us take x as 3 and analyze. So here x as 3, that means 3 into e power minus 3, then 2 minus 3 will be minus 1. So now it becomes 3, 1 by e cube and then minus 1. It is going to be less than 0 because you have the minus sign. So here for open interval 2 comma infinity, it is going to be less than 0. It is strictly decreasing. It is strictly decreasing. So what is the question now? Find the interval in which y equal to x square into e power minus x is increasing. So it is open interval 0 comma 2. So the function is strictly increasing. Whenever the function is strictly increasing, it is necessarily increasing. Andre strictly increasing ittu andre increasing adant helboudri. But increasing iddaga strictly increasing adant helikagudilla. So that's what we have discussed in the beginning. Therefore the answer is going to be option D. So with this we have completed the exercise 6.2. In tomorrow's class we'll start with the tangents and normals. So this is all about 19th, and note down this.